Hello Divi fans, this is a little different video. I'm going to recommend another plugin. It's called the WriteSonic plugin in WordPress. And basically what you can do is enter a topic, and then there's AI Writer 4, which writes an article based on keywords. Then the higher AI writers, AI Writer 5 and 6, will write articles based on references and other pages on the internet. I'm going to use AI Writer 5, and I'm going to write another blog post on Divi 5. Let's do global preset options. So I'm going to use one article here, and then I'm going to go into the blog and use one of our articles, which I recommend checking out and reading, as a source. Then I'm going to click next. So additional information. Okay, but why isn't it there? Okay, put the sources at the bottom of the article with hyperlinks to those sources. Keywords, you can do keywords. That's what AI Writer 4 is about. Let's see, Divi 5. Presets. WordPress SEO. So let's do that and see what happens. Okay, generate article. Okay, confirm. Not sure why our article didn't have a title. Sometimes it takes a while to complete. Not too long though. Now it's started again. Very good. This is a very good tool. We use it all the time at website promoters. We have multiple videos now on presets. I recommend checking them out. The link to those videos will be in the description. So those videos I've been doing relatively well compared to our other videos. Not sure why they picked that photo to be with this article, but it's an interesting photo. Deleting unused presets, editing existing presets. That's something you have to be careful with, because if you use presets on all your pages, it'll change all the elements on all the pages that use those presets. Share this document, actually publish it on website promoters. I'm going to publish it on website promoters. See Web Design, that's another website of ours. The meta description I'm going to enter in WordPress. Should maybe another category called Divi 5. Let's see. SEO. Export. Edit in WordPress. Okay, I don't want there to be a sidebar. On our YouTube channel, we have multiple videos about presets. So these three here, important new feature group preset options with Divi 5, preset-based design using Divi 5, and game-changing preset-based design with Divi 5. I recommend checking those videos out. Our blog page, check that out. There's some very good articles on there. And then let's see, what should the key phrase be? I don't really want the key phrase to be Divi 5 again. Let's see. maybe I could use divi5 global preset options. Maybe that's a better one. We also don't want to be using the same key phrase again and again. Okay, let's see if we can use this sentence here as the meta description. Yoast SEO, that's another good WordPress plugin. We have a video on that, which I also recommend checking out. Let's see, global presets. A new powerful feature, divi5. Internal links. Global preset options. And divi5 offer this might be a dual video on WriteSonic and Yoast SEO, which is another good plugin. I use it all the time to help increase the SEO on pages, website promoters, pages and posts on website promoters. Okay, and then in this article, we explore the various facets of global preset options in divi5. Global options in divi5. Nice and red. Okay. Global preset options, divi5. Internal links, divi5. I'm going to link to another article of ours on divi5. Let's see. Let's try this one. So I'm going to link to this here, not YouTube Studio. You didn't see that. Okay. SEO title. Let's see. Title, page, separator, site title. It's the page. Let's try the title up here. Let's do 5 Let's update. Global preset options in Divi 5. Okay, that's good enough. One last thing, I'm going to use the Divi builder. This is Divi 4. Use existing content. Add a single row with the text module, not the text module, the comments module. Okay, update. Remember to like the video, leave comments below the video, and subscribe to the channel.
Welcome Divi fans, this is Bill with Website Promoters. We're going to have another video. This one is going to be on Defender. So this one is regarding WordPress website security. So let's dive right in. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to install it, and I'm going to go over to the WP Dev Hub because I want to install the premium version. If you were going to install the free version, you would just come over here to the dashboard, plugins, add a new plugin. You could type on Defender, and it would come right up in there. You'd click on install and then activate. But I'm going to be covering the premium version, which has many more features. So I'm going to come over here to the WP Dev Hub. I'm going to install the security onto the website or the domain. This makes it very, very easy if you have a membership. They have many different plugins, and so it's really very nice. So then I'm going to go back over to the website, go into, I'm just going to make sure it got activated and installed and everything is correct before we begin. Defender Pro, it is activated. So I'm going to come right on over here to the dashboard. It's going through the process of scanning for malware. Now this version has all the features, and so I'm going to be covering this one today. But if people are interested in the free version, it's got a few less features, but it's free. So nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to go down here. You're going to have web application firewall. You're going to have a blocklist monitor, and many different features. Setting this up is very easy. We've got the anti-bot global firewall, the local firewall. To configure, we can just click right there. It's going to say malicious IPs blocked. This is a premium version feature, so it's going to give you many features, detect IP addresses of the bad actors. It's clear the temporary IP block list, never, log storage 30 days. You can manually delete the logs here, delete the lockouts, and so it's very easy. The local block list, there's nothing there naturally because we're just setting this up. Login protection. This is a good feature. You want to set, these are the default settings, failed logins within 300 seconds. They're going to be locked out temporarily. You can either select permanently or temporarily. That's usually a much safer bet in case you lock yourself out. How long they're locked out, 300 seconds. The message is you've been locked out due to too many invalid login attempts. You can deactivate this. If you make changes, you'll come down here. Instead of 5 failed logins, I'm going to up this to 10 within 5 minutes. Usually the bots are going to spam it and hit on it pretty hard. So now what I'm going to do, I have to save the changes. Changes have been saved. I'm going to come back up here. If I refresh the page, you'll see now that it's up, set at 10. So that's very nice. So we can come up here to if you have user agents, if you want to block user agents from hitting your website, you can have a block list. This is like a Majestic MJ12 bot, which is a link scanner out of the UK. It's actually a really good service. I've used it, so I'm not going to block it. Hrefspot, which is a very big SEO software. I want to keep these things where they can see the website. Also SEMrush. The only one I'm going to take out, actually I'm going to leave dot bot because I'm not actually familiar with that one. I'm going to cut these. I'm going to come over here to the allowed list. I'm going to come down and I'm going to paste those back in. And now I'm going to come down here to save changes. I'm going to save the changes. I'm going to come down here to two-factor authentication. If you want to use two-factor authentication, things like Divi Google Authenticator, you can do this. You'll just activate it. Then you can set the parameters. You've got your tool settings. Change the location of the WordPress login area. This is very nice. Say if you want to change it to just a random word that you've generated, like Bill's login. You've got security headers, protection. You've got your password rules. If you want to enforce strong passwords, you can just set it right there. Reset the password. You want to set your notification settings in here. Say you want to have all your settings. Now here is the tutorials page for using Defender. This will help you immensely to set up and use Defender. They've got 8, 9, 10, 11 different wonderful tutorials. And then if you need some help, you know, if your site's been hacked, you can always contact them. They have services that will help get you back and running. And so those are great. Now we're going to go back to the dashboard. So this is now running. That was the entire setup for Defender. And it's a great little program. In another video, I'm going to go over WordFence. Defender is a very light app. It doesn't really affect the performance of WordPress and Divi very much. WordFence I've had a little bit of problems with, but it has some really nice features, but sometimes it has kind of slowed down my sites. And I'll be covering that in the next video. So I want to thank you for viewing, and you might want to try the free version here of Defender and also the free version of other software programs. So if you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.
Hello Divi fans. In this video, I'm going to go over another plugin that has increased the performance of website promoters significantly. The plugin is called WP Optimize. It is one of the more popular plugins along with Hummingbird in WordPress that is used to optimize websites, make the performance of websites better, make websites load faster, which is critical for SEO and search engine results pages. And one thing I have found that significantly reduces page load speed is caching static content, also preloading content on the pages using gzip compression. Also for the images, having images in WebP format makes it so the contentful paint is reduced. WebP formatted images, the file sizes are smaller, and so the way that impacts page load speed is it makes it's so the page doesn't spend as much time loading the images. Since the images are smaller, they take less time to load on the page. It's also critical that you prioritize retention of detail for all the images. So you want lossless image compression. Caching is crucial. Also, minimizing. You want to go into settings here. You don't want to minimize the JavaScript files because that I found can affect pages in a way where the content doesn't show up on the page. Basically, what is critical to increasing performance on WordPress websites is what is deferring JavaScript, asynchronously loading selected JavaScript files. Now that I realize this, I'm not sure if this is doing anything because there's no files specified here. What I found increased the performance of website promoters significantly from where it was a C on GTmetrix to an A rating on GTmetrix is in the JavaScript until the client-side user has interacted with the page. Okay, let's see if I can log in. Okay, let's see if I can actually switch the web capture and OBS. As you can see, the GTmetrix score of website promoters is an A. Performance is 95%. The structure is 97%. The largest contentful paint is 888 milliseconds, so less than a second. Blocking time is 48 milliseconds. Cumulative layout shift is 0.12. And everything is in the green, although here it's a light green. Okay. So delaying JavaScript and also preloading the JavaScript files. I found that more than anything to increase performance of WordPress websites. Also making sure the images are properly sized. If you have an image that is 300 pixels by 300 pixels, the full size image uploaded should be 300 pixels by 300 pixels. And the format should be a WebP format, which has a lower file size than JPEG or PNG or other file formats. Okay, that is the end of the video. Remember to like the video, leave comments below the video, and subscribe to the channel. As usual, I'm going to go up here to the dashboard menu and click New Page, Tutorial, Contact Us page with date displayed. Page layout, sidebar. So there isn't going to be a section to the side of it. Then I'm going to click the purple button that says Use the Divi Builder, build from scratch. This first section here is just going to be one row. It's going to be a text module. Okay, it's at the bottom. First thing I'm going to do is remove the spacing from the section module. 0 pixels for both the margin and the padding. And then for the row settings, I'm also going to eliminate the spacing top, bottom, left, and right. And now all that's left is the text module with no spacing around it. Save draft. Then I'm going to install a plugin. So I'm going to exit the Visual Builder. Then in the dashboard menu, I'm going to go up here and click Add New Plugin. And in the Search Plugins search bar, I'm going to type date time. Then I'm going to look for the plugin called WP Date and Time Shortcode. Then click Install Now. Once it's installed, I want to click the blue Activate button which will allow me to use the plugin. And then I'm going to go to the website to select the shortcode I want, which is just going to display, go up here to WordPress plugins, select a shortcode that says WPDTS date time. Copy it. So this will display the date as described in the WordPress settings. We have a video about this that I highly recommend. So I'm going to go back to the page, edit page. It's taking a bit of time to load. So here I'm going to go to the text module settings. Then I'm going to copy and paste the shortcode. Okay. Save draft. Exit the visual builder so we can see it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the settings to change the format. I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to change that. So I'm going to go back to the page. I'm guessing I need a different shortcode. So I'm going to change it from date time to just the date. There would actually be a way to display the time, so it updates every second. This, I'm going to go here. I do not want it to be in an unordered list, so I'm going to uncheck that. I guess I can just remove the time. Then it'll display the date. Save and exit. Okay. So let's go back into the visual builder. I'm going to go back into the text module settings. This is paragraphs. I'm going to go into text. I'm going to make the text black. I'm going to change the font weight to bold, which I'm going to leave the font alone. I guess let's see what the font is. I think I can change it to, let's see if they have impact. Impact. Then we'll change it to Roboto. Roboto serif, Roboto condensed, Roboto sans serif. Okay. Then I'm going to change the text size to 20. And then I'm going to change the line height to 1.8. And then I'm going to change the background color to a blue, a sky blue. And then I'm going to change the text alignment to center. So I'm actually going to change the size of this to 100%. So the width 100%. Max width 100%. Let's go ahead and change the row alignment to center. Okay. And then the border radius, let's set that to 20. Maybe I gotta do that in the text settings. So I'm going to go into the text module. For the border, I'm going to set the rounded corners border radius to 20. I'll leave it at 15. And then the spacing. Let's first set this all to 0. So I'm going to set the margin and the padding to 0. Then the top padding. Let's set this to 10. Bottom padding will also be 10. Okay, let's make the text maybe a little bigger. Let's make it maybe a heading text. Let's make it a heading 2. Heading text, H2, bold, to 30. Okay, it seems like there's more spacing at the bottom. Let's go to the row. Check the spacing. Okay. Let's go into the section. Okay. So I'm going to save the draft. So I'm going to add another text module. Text from that page, our contact us page. Why is there a background color there? This is very strange. Let's add a text mod. I'm just going to copy this text here. Not bad looking. Let's maybe set this to heading 1 text to be red. Red. Let's change the text alignment to center. Let's increase the text size to 35. So it's bigger than the H2 heading text above. Contact us today to get started. Contact us today to get started. And let's actually make this a hyperlink, a permalink. New window. It's going to be ocwebdesign.com/contact. I think that's the name of the OC Web Design Contact Us page. Okay. seems to be not the same. So let's go to the heading text. Let's make this bold. Let's increase the size. I think that's too big. Let's just leave it at 35. 36. Okay. Let's change the heading line height to 1.2. For paragraph text, let's increase the text size to 16. And then let's make the text color black. Let's also make it bold. Okay. Save draft. Okay, I'm not going to add the contact us info. Actually, I am. Okay, now let's eliminate the spacing from the section. So margin and padding, I'm just going to set to 0. Same with the row. Maybe the top, I'm going to have padding of, let's make it 20. 25. Same with the bottom. Let's make it 25. Let's actually set the row to center alignment. Okay, save draft. And then I'm going to add one more section. This one have 2 rows, 2 text modules. Let's see, I'm just going to come here and copy and paste. I'm going to copy this into one text module. I'm copying and pasting to save time, because I know people don't actually want to watch me type out text. Let's maybe change that to orange. Heading 2 text here to orange. Let's make it a darker orange. Make it yellow. That looks like the yellow Gatorade color. Okay. We just make it red. There we go. It's like a blood red, a dark red. And for the form, let's see, I'm going to go into Forminator. I'm going to select one of the forms. It's already been developed. I'm going to copy it into a text module. Okay. Save draft. Let's see what it looks like. For the sake of things, I'm just going to leave the form like that. I am going to add maybe a message at the top. Actually, no, I think I'm going to actually just use a different form. Let's see. I'm going to use this one instead. So let's go into the text module. And the last thing I'm going to do is add the heading text on top. Let's actually make the heading text center. H2. Let's make the heading text center. Let's make the color of it blue, bold. I'm going to change the font to Roboto. Then make it a little bigger. Okay. And then I'm going to have the border. Make the border width. Let's make the border width 3 pixels. And the border radius, I'm going to set, I think I made it 50. Let's make it 50. And the sizing, I'm going to change to, let's see, 60%, 50%. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's make it 60%. Let's make the module alignment centered. Let's actually save and see how it looks. I actually would like to make it a little smaller. Let's make a visual builder. Let's see, instead of making text smaller, let's go here. Sizing, make the sizing 50%. Okay. Site analysis. Let's make it centered. This is very strange. It's like let's see what happens. How it gets cut off. That's not really good. The thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into CSS Hero. Let's see if I can actually change this here. So I can make this text align centered. I think I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the margin here. Margin to the left. Let's see if that changes things. No, it doesn't. Let's have the padding to the left. Okay. So I'm going to set this to 20. Okay, now it's and for all of these here, I'm going to set the padding left. No, that's not right. Set this to 0, 0, 0. Actually, no, it's not. Set the margin left. The margin right to 10 as well. No, let's not do that. Let's set it back to 0. We set the padding here back to 0. No, let's actually make it 10. So it's not so close to the edge. And then okay, set the padding here back to 0. And for this entire thing, I'm going to set the margin left to 10, margin right to 10. Actually make it 20. Let's do the same for the margin left. Okay. Something was wrong here. Okay. Let's actually set the padding at the top to 10. There we go. Let's save. Exit CSS Hero. It seems to have changed on every page. There we go. That concludes the video. I hope you found it informative. Remember to like the video, leave a comment below the video, and subscribe to the channel. Hello, in this video, I'm going to go over another WordPress plugin. This one is called Accessibility by UserWay. You can install the plugin through WordPress. Once it's installed, you can activate the plugin. Once the plugin is activated, it will appear on your website, on every page of your website. It has a number of settings for people who may have trouble reading the website because maybe the text is too small, or they have trouble reading certain fonts. They need help finding links. Maybe the color scheme makes it difficult for them to see certain sections. For that, you can invert the colors. You can have different contrast. You can highlight the links. You can pause animations, increase the line height, change the saturation, among other settings. Okay, this was a short video. I hope you liked it. Please like the video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Click the blue create button. Choose the form layout that you need. I'm going to choose the contact form template. I'm going to call this form tutorial form. I'm going to insert a field pagination, which is a page break. I'm going to get rid of the message field. And after the page break, I'm going to include a website field. Click apply. I'm going to edit this field. I'm going to call it name. And then I'm going to insert another field. This is the checkbox. The label is going to be what services do you need? First option is going to be a website analysis. Second option is going to be website marketing, which is SEO. And the last option is going to be none. I'm fine with my current situation, my current website situation. That's actually from Oz. And then I'm going to click okay, and once I click out of it, that error went away. I'm going to click apply. And then you can change the appearance. So you can go to padding. I'll call it a padding field, but it appears to be, well, the form container. Spacing, custom, containers, padding, and border. Choose how much spacing you want between each form field. I don't want to change that. Border, similar to have a 50 radius border, thickness of 2 pixels, and the style will be dashed. Padding, let's make it 20 pixels all around. And let's preview. Okay, that Looks promising. Or if we change the sizing in here. I guess you could in custom CSS. You swap them in. With 100 pixels. Important. Max width. Play around with that. Font, change the font. You can change the color. You go to behavior. Thank you for contacting us. We'll be in touch shortly. So once someone fills out the form, it'll be an inline message, but the page won't refresh. You also redirect on the same page. Generally, you would have a form submission page that the client-side user would go to after they fill out the form. Something like that. You would save the draft. So the administrator gets emailed and someone fills out the form. You can also connect the form to mail. That is the end of the video. Please like the video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Hello, in this video, I'm going to go over another WordPress plugin that I highly recommend. It's called Yoast SEO. Here is a blog post I recently made, and since I have Yoast SEO installed, I'm able to pick a keyword and see how the SEO for that keyword is. And right now, this is a blog post on OBS, and for the key phrase, the SEO is ranked good. Yoast SEO suggests a number of things to make the SEO good, such as text length. Generally, the text needs to have at least 1,000 words. The title needs to be not too long, also not too short. It needs to have a title. The meta description generally is suggested to have about 150 characters. Key phrase length, so you need to have a good key phrase, and also the key phrase needs to have a certain length, not too short, not too long. Images increase SEO, and so do internal links, which link to other parts of the website. This website being website promoters. Outbound links, so outbound links to other websites. Key phrase in the slug, and right now the SEO is ranked as good. Yoast also gives you ratings on the readability, and both the readability and the SEO are ranked as good in this blog post. For readability, it generally suggests you use a lot of transition words and that the content is presented in the passive voice and that paragraphs are not too long, and also that you don't use a lot of complicated words like Charles Dickens would use in his novels, where you would have to use a dictionary to look up every other word. Basically, you need to keep the language plain and simple. You need to have paragraphs that aren't too long, and you need to use a passive voice and use a lot of transition words for the readability to be good. The Yoast SEO plugin can be installed like all other plugins in the plugin menu. Once you have it installed, it can be activated, and then Yoast SEO can give you pointers on how to increase the SEO of every page or post. This is one of the most recommended plugins for a good reason. That is the end of the video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Hello Divi fans. In this video, I'm going to go over another WordPress plugin. This one is called Redirection. And how this works is that you type, let's say you change the URL for a WordPress page post. The way it works is, say, one of the links to our about page changed, and now it's called, now the slug is website promoters internet marketing, when before it was about. So I'm going to change it to that URL, https website promoters.com/about. And I'm going to copy this URL. Great. Check this page out. See, add this redirect. Success. Now let's try it out. And there you go. It's successful, and now it redirects to this new URL. Okay, this was a very short video. I highly recommend this plugin. It's called Direct Redirection. We used a previous plugin before that would always redirect to the home page on any 404 error. A 404 error is a server-side error. So every time there was a 404 error, it would redirect to the home page. This is a better plugin because now you can redirect it to any URL you want. Okay, that concludes the video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment below the video, and subscribe to the channel.